Do you think, based on all this Paul George stuff, what the Cavs did yesterday, would Toronto shift their strategy? Like, would they have been more in, less in on Lowry based on the last 72 hours and what they saw in the finals than they might have been in early May?
I don't think it really changes. I mean, I think, to me, the fulcrum would be maybe Serge Ibaka. I think if you're going to invest heavily in years and dollars in him, then which, again, there's been a lot of indications that's where they could be headed. It suggests you're building a team to be competitive now, and there's no doubt in anyone's mind that the Raptors are a more competitive team with Kyle Lowry healthy and on the floor. And I think the tension has always been, you're not worried about year one or year two of a Lowry deal. Year three, you're getting a bit anxious, but 4 and 5, you're like, wow, you really got your fingers crossed. And I think one thing in terms of all the stuff that's happened the last few days or week or so has been and that's not to quote myself, but you did play my clip, is the market, the idea that you're going to be pressured and bid up in order to keep Kyle Lowry. I don't think that's really going to materialize. I think the market's going to be a lot softer than you might have anticipated, say, December, when he was, maybe after Steph Curry, well, at the moment was one of the best shooting point guards in the NBA. So all of which is to say is and now that Paul George kind of floating around out there, I can't imagine why the Raptors aren't working hard to try and put together a deal there, because that's a once in a. When does that ever happen? That you get
just to rent for a year and have a go at it with LeBron still in the East.
It is a rental, but you do get bird rights with him. You do become the team that can pay him the most, and you have a 1-year opportunity to make this the best experience he's ever had. And I would say the Raptors and the city of Toronto have come a long way in the NBA in terms of being able to, the history has kind of changed in that regard. When players do come here under whatever circumstances, they tend to really kind of embrace it and be embraced. So it's all of that to say, I mean, I have no idea at the moment where they are in terms of kind of, just by definition, it's a long shot you're going to get a Paul George. But, I don't think you'd want to make that effort and not have Kyle Lowry playing with him.